All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have returned at last for part 2 of today's stream after a tumultuous and interesting, I think is the only way to describe it, first race. It is me. I am back. And joining me, funnily enough, is the person on the other side of that race. It's Willie Fetty. Hello.
Tis I, chat. Don't worry. No matter how we talk to each other, me and Spired are still friends. So please don't get the wrong idea. It's just how we talk to each other.
Yeah, it's all good, guys. It's just a friendly competition at the end of the day. There's no money on the line. If there was, I probably would have gone a bit harder, but that's fine.
Look, we're both competitors at the end of the day, and that's just how that goes. But I will say, speaking of competitors, we do have 2 competitors up right now that I'm really excited to see.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this one's going to be an interesting one. They've got their own kind of little rivalry. You can see it kind of along the little ticker at the bottom. This is kind of a day of rivalries. These two have got their own little rivalries, I guess, more so on Jesse's side than on Monch's side, because when the lore behind Jesse's intro to the scene, for those who don't know, is that Jesse came in unknowingly having done a Peter Parker challenge run, and then suddenly discovered that that already existed and the whole Discord existed and the speedruns existed. At the time, Monch was his target then for Peter Parker challenge because Monch held the world record at the time, and now I do. So, but we'll ignore that.
Hey, and let's not forget that he did make a banger YouTube video. And,
hell yeah, on the PowerPoint, man.
He made a banger YouTube video and called out Monch by name in that YouTube video. So these guys have, since Jesse has entered the community, these guys have been, even though Monch may not want it, these guys have been rivals.
Yeah, it's kind of maybe like a reluctant rivalry on Monch's side. He's just like, oh, I'm just running, I don't know. And Jesse's like, I'm going to fight you to the death. It seems to be a bit interesting. So let's have a quick look then through the stats. So both runners running on emulator. Monch coming in with a very impressive 33.58, again on the lower end of this tournament in terms of times, on the faster end in terms of times. Seed number 7 in comparison to Jesse's number 6. All PlayStation categories ran. Monch is one of our primary PlayStation runners who only runs PlayStation. No world records, but favorite level, stop the bomb. Do love a good bomb. Always good to see what time they get thrown in and the timer stops. But Jesse, talk to me. Now, Fetty, you have a cool little relationship with Jesse, so I think only fair that you get to talk through his stats and what's going on with him.
Yeah, I do have a good relationship for Jesse. For anybody who doesn't know, I did take him under my wing the minute that he got into the community. It was basically like a Padawan situation of you must train the boy. But, you know, his best race time's a 38:30. It's not his PB. That's the big thing here, is that it's not his PB. His PB is lower. It's around a 35 at the moment, but he has been training, so we could see this honestly be a PB today if he's going up against Monch. He's seed number 6, as you were already talking about. I will say, not a low seed for this tournament at all.
Not at all.
He's had some really good runs, some really clutch performances have came out of him. He's just had to go up against people that, you know, have been running the game for a lot longer. His ladder that he's been climbing has been a wild one. And his favorite level is Subway. It's hug the homies. That's his main strat, using that to his advantage. And yeah, I mean, I honestly can't wait to see just if he's one of the few people, he can do tricks that I can't do, which, you know, is crazy. Like he's practiced in maze, and he's practiced, you know, in like for flying spiders. And also he's famous for not pressing the R1 button. So we will see how.
I think he has fixed that now. To clarify, I think he's doing that now. But famous once upon a time.
Yeah, we'll see how this stacks up, because I am really excited to see the number 6 and number 7. And before we get into it, we can take a look at the competitors' screens as they're getting ready. But I will say that this is our first elimination match. So whenever we're talking about just like, you know, who's going home today, this is that first losers match. So the pressure is on for both of these competitors, because one loses, one goes home. And we're just going to have to, you know, everybody can cry, have tear emojis, whatever. But that's just how that goes. So Indeed. I'm excited to see how hard they pull it out.
And if you're in the chat right now, please make sure to put your predictions, put your money where your mouth is, and make your prediction as to who will win. We did refund that last one. Everyone got their channel points back for that last race, so do not worry. You'll have all your channel points ready to now stake on this race instead. Very exciting. Okay.
Yeah, and you know I have to bet on my boy.
Of course, of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. Rightio. Let's just make sure that both runners are ready in the meantime. And we can start this very, very momentarily.
All right, I'm excited.
Brilliant. Right, it does look like both runners are ready. So let's count them down in 3, in 2, in 1. Go, go, go. And both runners should be underway.
Oh, and
Beautiful.
we're
In
getting a
sync.
really good in sync. We barely have that in this tournament.
Yeah,
So.
that seems to be the hardest part sometimes. Yeah, is getting both runners in sync at the start. So
And
we're already off to a good start.
we do have a classic costume face-off here. If Zoe was here, he'd be
Ooh.
super proud of Monch, and you know my Padawan has to wear my suit. It's just kind of how that goes.
Of course, I think that has to be shot out. I think that has to be what that is.
Oh, and we get our first deviation here as Monch goes for the harder of the two strats while Jesse is going for the safe. Zoe would be proud of him of going for the middle. And oh my gosh, oh my days. Monch almost getting there a little bit behind as Jesse is getting to the bank.
Yeah, so Jesse with the very, very slight lead at the minute, thanks to his strategy there. Monch struggling a little bit, getting around the buildings, but that is fine. He does make it there, still in decent time, so it's all good so far. Look at this
He does
instinct
have
swinging.
cleaners, yeah. I was about to say he has a cleaner swing over to the pole, so we're gonna see some. Really, it's how they clean out the Jade boys here.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Web
we got the
dome.
web domes coming out. Both of them missing one.
Classic.
Get
That
a
guy.
double.
Whoa, the
double
Jesse,
web dome.
the drop kick. Let's go. Taking that guy out.
That was probably actually the safest thing he could do. I'm not even gonna lie. That was probably the safest thing he could do from the position he was at.
Yeah. It can be so awkward sometimes because they stand right in front of you and you literally just can't hit them with a web ball. It's very strange how that does sometimes happen. Okay.
Now you're seeing something. Yeah, I was about to say you're about to see something that you don't see that often, and that's the N64 strat coming out from both competitors. Monch having a little trouble finding the hostage, and he has to reset. Unfortunate. Jesse is in the lead now.
Wow, that's so
Oh
unfortunate.
no, that's too far of a swing right.
Oh, I can't believe it. We got the double restart.
No. All right, and just like that, Monch is back in the lead. Still trying to find that hostage though. This hostage can be a little tricky if you're not used to where it's going to be. On N64, it actually shows you the hostage. But Monch coming through as Jesse has to reset again to get the N64 strat. So
and he's still not got it.
So he's going to go for no skips. Honestly, not a bad bet here whenever we're going for this. Not a bad bet because you can finish this quick.
It's crazy.
If he doesn't get shot.
Crazy how much trouble it seems this one level at the very beginning has caused a lot of our runners and racers this time round. It's been an unfortunate level to get stuck on, and so early on as well. You just really don't want it to happen to throw off your entire run. And yeah,
look, I can tell you it would never be me. There's no proof, as you said last time. There's no proof of me ever failing that. As Monch gets a really good clean bomb right now, Jesse is still stuck behind. Honestly, we could see Jesse does have work to. He has worked on the other levels in this run, so we could see a catch back up later on.
For sure. I hope this doesn't discourage him completely because I know he's had trouble now for a little bit with this level already. But I really hope this doesn't discourage him and he keeps on strong and doesn't then opt to not hit skips that he knows he can hit just because of this early trouble.
Yeah, a little web ball from Monch just putting him back a little bit. I understand the misinputs, but good bomb. I know Jesse's looking at chat and not stream, so me hitting the good bomb emotes right there probably is throwing him off a little bit. But I will say that a little bit of slow skips on the cutscenes from Monch, you can kind of tell that this is him. He hasn't really ran that much over the years. So you're kind of just seeing, a little bit of non-spam from the man.
Yeah, the spamming's... So when you do the spamming so much as well, I feel like, I don't know about you, I feel like I'm slowly like slowing down on these spams, especially like when you do runs over and over again. I feel like the spams get slower and slower as your fingers start to like break after so many button presses.
Look, man, I'll be spamming X sometimes, and honestly, the game doesn't want to skip the cutscene sometimes. I can tell you that.
It is true.
So we have Jesse coming in, honestly, lining up the bomb throws. 1 second. I was about to say a 1 second better bomb than Monch, but we'll see how this goes. As Monch enters Scorpion, Jonah could be mean here, and that could make the difference. So
yeah, let's see. Jesse's going to want as much time as possible to catch up, and any
Uh-oh,
mistakes on
Jonah's
Monch's
at
end.
the plant.
Oh, it's a dangerous
That is
place
a
to be.
Oh, but he's pushing him
No,
towards the
no, he's
plant.
going. Yeah, he's not run through. Well
There we
played.
go. He pushed him towards the plant, and that saves him from the one cycle right there. So that's a really good Scorpion. As Jesse is nerves are probably getting to him as he's swinging low.
Yeah, low swing there. We'll lose him a bit more time. Monch, so far, pretty solid after the unfortunate kind of start that he had on the hostage situation level, but otherwise has been pretty smooth from him since, and hopefully will continue. At least I'm sure he hopes so, as he continues into the police chase levels. In the meantime, Jesse swinging again a bit low here.
He should be able to make it all the way through. So, but he's choosing to take a safe route, which is, honestly, better safe than sorry. I'm just going to be honest on this one.
Yeah.
And Monch getting caught a little bit for the web swings, but that happens. And he's on to building top as Jesse is just getting into Scorpion. Now, the thing that would demoralize me, I can tell you, because it demoralized me in our race before this race today, is getting a 2-cycle while I was already behind. So we do get the plant spawn. Jesse is going to have to maneuver here.
Oh, and he
messes up the combo.
Ridiculous. J. Jonah Jameson opting to run through the door when he didn't opt for Monch. Yeah. So unlucky.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, look, this is still a game. This is still a game he can catch up with. Like, all it does take is fundamentals, and you are seeing the fundamentals from Monch right now. That's the main thing. That's what's setting the runners apart. So, and he gets punched. That's unfortunate.
Yes, still in a bit of trouble in the second room, but not too much trouble there. Scorpion will go down, and Jesse now will start his own police chase. Monch just 2 levels ahead, so still plenty to play for. It's still not completely over yet, especially as we know it's not really until Subway onwards where the game gets a bit crazy with all the skips. So there's plenty of time to catch up there.
Ooh, Monch with the stick. That's look, I will say that Jesse needs all the time that he can right now, right? Like, it's one of those things of Jesse needs to have the fundamentals, and Monch needs to just mess up here and there, and then honestly, this race can get close again. That's really the main thing.
For sure.
Any kind of clean swings.
Yeah, any kind of time loss here on Monch's end is opportunity for Jesse to catch back up. For the time being, though, Monch is keeping it fairly clean, opting to pick up those 2 web cartridges there. Oh, nearly didn't quite catch a swing to the small girder, but that is fine, as he will move on to the large girder and scale it. And scale the girder.
I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a spider fly here. I don't think Monch does it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think Monch has done this level without spider fly yet. So we'll see. We'll see, because these are, like, he's one of the people. Oh, he's going old school. Let's go.
Okay, keeping it classic. I wonder if that's to do with maybe how he thinks his performance went so far earlier, and he's just opting to keep this safe now after the hostage situation shenanigans that he faced. So
definitely, because he did crawl.
Yeah,
he did crawl there instead of zip, so I'm definitely seeing some of those jitters.
Yeah, I think right to do so. It will give Jesse a chance potentially to catch up if he does hit the flying spider. But for the meantime, Monch remains ahead very comfortably, and will now try and cruise his way to the Rhino fight, which is up next.
Yeah, and see, this is the thing, is that the Rhino fight has been where I've caught up to you every single time we've raced. So the thing is like, if we go off of that, then if Monch has a bad Rhino, then we could see Jesse just start to catch up.
Yeah, that's it. Rhino can be a finicky one. It all really, especially if you're going for the web dome strat, the deeper you are inside of Rhino, the more damage you deal. Take that as you will, of course. And so it's important to try and land in a position where you are able to deal the most damage. Any kind of variation on that, where you slightly outside of him or pushed him too far, which then ends up pushing him away from the wall, which is the unfortunate thing where you'll start dealing even less damage. Yeah, lots of things can go wrong on the Rhino fight. So it's always quite impressive when people do it very quickly, especially in a race setting. Oh gosh, Jesse. Okay.
Jesse may not like that, but that was actually really clean, as what we were just talking about happened. Monch got pushed out of Rhino, and then, is struggling a little bit with the web domes.
Yeah, another punch there. Monch down. So, again, this is more time for Jesse to catch up. It looks like he is going for the flying spider. So this will certainly put him slightly closer. Monch now finishing Rhino. And he's down, and he's through.
That's what we're talking about.
Hell yeah, excellent. Excellent stuff. Okay, so that is one that Jesse has over Monch there. Monch opting, obviously, to not do the skip. And so Jesse now only a level behind. Just got the Rhino fight to get to before he'll end up on the Chase Venom level as well.
I mean,
Chase
honestly,
Venom.
they are way closer than people realize right now. They're actually really close to each other. I will say this though, is that if I could do another prediction, is one of them going to lose Venom in this? Because Venom, we all know that I could tell by yours and mine race today, and a couple of others that we are trying not to be like Soda.
Oh yeah,
we it's, you know, we are making sure that this doesn't happen to us.
Yeah, it was
So.
especially I obviously can't speak for you. I wasn't watching you at that point. I was trying to carry on, but I definitely, if I'd have climbed up the building as soon as I hit the building, I would have done a sort of layer there. So yeah,
I had to wait, and I ended up swinging low, which was lucky for me.
Okay.
Oh, that was a great web ball. We're gonna see if the web dome pushes. Yep. So
oh, look.
what y'all don't understand is that web ball pushed him into Rhino. So that way he gets a perfect Rhino, and if he may think he messed up, but that was actually the play right there.
Wow. So this is a new thing, I guess I've not realized potentially. So if you're standing sideways onto Rhino, it doesn't look like he got pushed at all there, like in the slightest. He was literally in the same position the entire fight. Maybe a new strat there, potentially. If you can jump and then slightly tilt yourself sideways, it doesn't look like it pushes you out. That's really interesting.
That's what I try to do that every time, and
right,
I still get hit, but I still have good Venoms. And you're seeing Mach be very careful here. We were just talking about this about him not losing Venom, and he was like, I'm gonna make sure. But as you can see, Jesse only honestly about a minute and 45 seconds behind. We see that depending on how you know, loads and cutscenes and swings go, right? But the main thing is that you're seeing everyone be kind of careful about this Venom, right? We don't want to see another, you know, another tragic restart of this level.
Oh no, absolutely not. This one's so bad for restarts as well, just because of the absolute. There's no real way to speed this level up at all because you're at the kind of the mercy of Venom and how fast he's moving. So apart from very small kind of technicalities and small variations on movement, there's really not a lot of way to save time. So a restart on this level is brutal.
Right. The only way you can really push him forward is if you are ahead of him and you're triggering him. But the thing is that we had a very clean Venom. Even though he missed some kicks and punches from Monch, we had a very good Venom 1. So he's going into the sewers right now. And honestly, the next hurdle here is God Pipes. So, you know, if we get one restart on God Pipes, then Jesse could be back, honestly, closer than he's ever been. So.
Sure. Jesse, in the second half of the chase now, will make his way, hopefully. He will not lose Venom either, and he'll play it safe.
I mean, honestly, Venom's already ahead enough to where he's not going to lose him. So
yeah, I think you're probably right at this point. Yeah, I think should be safe, barring anything crazy.
Slow swings there, and we're going to get a climb up. So yeah, we're good. And Mach having a very clean sewer entrance, or not sewer entrance. Is it sewer cavern? Is that what this is called? This level?
I think no. I think is this sewer entrance? I think this is sewer entrance. I never remember the names of these.
I only know my splits. I only know my split names for these, so that's kind of the main thing.
We get a fact check in chat, please. Sewer entrance confirmed. Okay, we've got it. Thank you. Thank you, chat.
Now, the main thing that I haven't taught Jesse is these hot zones, and you know, I do feel like with the invention of the L2 button, it doesn't really matter that much anymore. So. But we have Monch going into God Pipes. I don't like to show my channel, but if you do have the God Pipes emote, then you know, now's the time to share your love for Monch here. And Jesse is done with Venom.
Very nice. Oh, doesn't quite destroy the garbage thing in time, and so we'll not get the extra web cartridge. And
and Monch with a good recovery, honestly, and. That, like, he may hit Atheist Pipes here, but Monch has a really good recovery, and he does have time to waste. Let's put it that way. So he's got time to burn. It's his lead to lose, as Jesse's in sewer entrance right now. Honestly, only, like, really a level and a half behind.
Indeed. Missing that web cartridge there, I don't think it'll make too much difference as long as he collects the others that he should collect along this route in this run. But it's always nice to just pick up any extra web characters that you can, especially towards the end of the game when you potentially won't have all that many left. So we shall see.
I will say this: Subway can giveth and Subway can taketh away whenever it comes to web cartridges. And Monch having a little bit of trouble with the lizard and gets grabbed, so he might have to go for hug the homie strat here. As Jesse gets a really good sewer entrance cleanup on the lizards, man. That's like a really good. Oh my
gosh,
god!
Monch, please.
Oh, dude, that was a certified oh my days moment from Monch as he almost falls off the train. That would have been devastating for this run.
Yeah, gosh.
As Jesse gets into God Pipes, this is like, honestly, I always say that this level is really important. People have commented on me saying that this level is really important. It's important not only for movement, but just to make sure that you are on timing, right? It does save a lot of time to be able to hit these pipes.
For sure. And it's a good morale booster as well. If you get all the way through, it's like, oh, do you know what? That was quite cool. Sets you off nice for a nice little relaxation then on the subway as well. So good in many ways. Good in many ways, this level.
So we got Monch halfway through the subway as Jesse's getting there. Gets stuck on a wall a little bit. That happens to the best of us. But yeah, we have a halfway Monch and Jesse just starting train. So honestly, Jesse's catching up. Can we just talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Jesse's
true, isn't
actually catching up.
Yeah,
he's like it's slow.
He's like, what, maybe a minute behind based on where Monch is now on the train. So
yeah.
It's all to play for. I mean, these levels we've talked about these levels already, that this is where it gets interesting after this point onwards. So we'll see if any skips get ignored, if any skips get missed, more importantly as well. Gosh, Jesse with the jumping.
Dude, every single time they jump, bro. Every single time they jump, it makes me just jitter in my chair. And I'm sure every runner that runs this game knows that that is the most dangerous thing you could do.
Yeah, terrifying every time. Every time. Would not recommend it if you've got a heart condition, honestly.
And we have Monch missing some lizards. Honestly, is on lizard cleanup patrol. Just try to get an early train here. I'm going to guess it's going to be a frame perfect one from how this is going. Maybe a little bit later, but depending on when he started, I didn't really see. But Jesse's rocking out to the music here as we go through. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little bit after. Just how this train goes sometimes. But hey, at least he gets an extra web cartridge for his efforts as the train ends on time.
Beautiful stuff. Okay, so this is where it gets tricky, potentially, for Monch, as he will now enter the land of skips, as rightly been pointed out in chat, that after Subway, if you don't count the boss fights, every single level apart from Underwater Trench involves a skip of some form. So this is where all the practice, all the knowledge of the game comes in handy, very much so. So we'll see Monch approaching the first skip. It's this gate right here. Will he?
And this gate is deceptively hard to get through. Let's put it that way, especially if you're not lined up. But Monch, the lizards were too far away, and he's able to get through.
Very nice zip as well. Zip's pretty much.
Does he skip leg
right
day?
To the end. No,
and he does not.
Of course he doesn't.
Yeah, dude, Monch is super powered right now. And Monch, one of the only other people who use my hidden switches. I don't even use that hidden switches anymore unless I have to go to the backup. So Monch with my hidden switches being very risky because you can get swung into the water there. But Monch with the hidden switches, and he is through. We're seeing Jesse starting his early preparations for train. And you guys may think that, this race is looking kind of uncompetitive, but we do know that both competitors do struggle with this level, do struggle with tunnel crawl. So
yeah, tunnel crawl, a dangerous one. Realistically, as we keep saying, we keep harping on, and hopefully everyone is understanding and listening. Realistically, you only need one swing, or one zip, I should say, on either side of the tunnel, and just all the zips then you can in the middle to make it across safely. So Monch just realistically maybe needs one more here. He might be okay.
He's good. He's good. Like, that's the main thing is that whenever everybody talks about this level, it's like, dude, I barely have zips. You just need one small zip, and then if you get the zips in the middle of the level, you're fine. So, but we are seeing Monch line up. We know what he's going for. Everybody knows he's going for Spider Fly here. This actually is a chance for Jesse to catch up as Jesse dodges a lizard spin to get through that gate.
Yeah, Lizard's been very kind. Okay, to the moon.
DuckTales moon theme. And no lab day skip for Jesse, and we're gonna see Monch going hard and into the water.
That was so loud. Oh my goodness, sorry.
And listen here, this is exactly what Jesse needed. At the end of Tunnel Crawl. We're seeing Jesse get into hidden switches, and they're on the same level, chat.
Wow,
This
just
is
like that.
This is what we're here for. I told you both competitors struggle with this level, and Mach having trouble with the zips. He's gonna have to go for the 2. There's no, he stayed for too long at the first one, so he's gonna have to go for the 2. If he doesn't, he is dead here, no matter the zips.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know. Surely he must know that he's got to stay here then for this bit. Yeah, it does. Okay, it does.
Is he too low?
Jesse!
No, Jesse! We needed him. We needed him to hit that. Whenever we were talking about the non-R1 presses, you're starting to see them come into play here.
Oh, and, man.
Mach is through with the 2 cycle, but the thing is even though Jesse died, because it's a 2 cycle, Jesse could actually still theoretically catch up here.
Not again!
Oh, no. And we're seeing just honestly how Tunnel Crawl can make or break someone. Mach deciding to go with the non-DuckTales Moon theme here as we get on through. So, hey, chat saying commentator curse whenever I've been literally saying both of them are going to be struggling with this level, and we're seeing it come into play. So I don't know how that's a curse. I'm just calling it how I see it, but you're going to see Jesse go for 2 cycle here as Mach is getting through, which honestly isn't bad because that means that, hey, they're just a level apart again. So
yeah, we're pretty much back to where we started. Unfortunate for both runners on this level. Yeah, Tunnel Crawl, it giveth and it taketh. But we'll see now. Jesse awaiting the second cycle, just dipping his head in the water a little bit there, but we'll stay safe.
Hey, dude, honestly, it couldn't be me. Like, figuring out this puzzle, you know, I was able to figure it out first try as a kid, this Venom puzzle that Mark was on, and
someone potentially couldn't do that. I don't know.
I don't know who couldn't do that, right? Yeah. Like, it shows you the 2 to hit in the cutscene, so I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's interesting, actually. We should have a word with whoever that is and just check if they're okay, actually.
But Jesse going for Spiderfly, this could potentially save him some time as Mach is attempting his zips through Lizard Maze, which honestly, you know, some people aren't built like you know, to be honest. And Jesse getting the correct fly. Let's see if he gets through it and is in the water. Please, unfortunate. Please. Dude, can we get a save? Can we get a save state, please?
Yeah, please.
Can we please get a save state? But Mach, you know, honestly, Mach, this, like, going for targeting mode strats. I have not seen this in a while. Mach, dying.
What is going on in this run, man?
What is happening? I think both competitors are stressed as Jesse gets the long zip. I don't know if Jesse knows he only needs that to get through. And the zip's right here. So we'll see. But he should be able to just crawl this one through.
Oh, and he's done an extra. He doesn't give it down.
Let's go.
Okay.
He's going. Mach, I don't know why he's waiting for this crusher. He has the armor on, but we'll see.
Yeah, maybe thinking he had less time than he thought he had there, maybe. Not wanting to get crushed, but like you said...
Jesse going for it again.
What a mad guy.
I would suggest probably not doing this again. But, you know, honestly, I'm a scaredy cat, so there's that. As Mach lines up with targeting mode again, we get a perfect clip out for Mach as we get Spiderfly for Jesse. So honestly, both competitors hitting the tricks that they just missed.
Yeah, incredible scenes. Honestly, incredible scenes. What a crazy race this has been now in these sewer. We told you these sewer levels dangerous places to be.
They are. They're probably some of the most zip heavy in the game. So, you know, you have to just be on point whenever you get to those levels.
Okay, Jesse's scaring me a bit, walking a bit close to the edge, but it's fine. It's fine. He will hit both buttons, zip up to the top, not hit the waterfall.
Ooh, good swing. There he goes.
Yeah, nice.
And Mach is hoping for good spawns, but Mach, I hope, isn't gonna be like me and get
the double.
That's unfortunate. I was about to say I was hoping that Mach isn't like me and gets you know, 4 bad spawns in a row, but we shall see. And there it is right there. That's it. Honestly, Mach needs 2 more of those. Let's go.
Yeah. Jesse getting a nice initial zip.
He needs to run. He needs to run. That is a voice line of him hitting the switch, which is very unfortunate as Jesse goes through the water. I don't know what I'm watching right now.
Yeah, this is interesting stuff. See, this is my only problem, actually, speaking of the voice line. My only problem with the Japanese version is I don't know what voice line that is for when Venom's going to run. That is my only current downfall. I need to figure out what that is. There you
And
go.
Monch with a clean Venom as Jesse with a clean clip honestly puts him going into Venom. If he gets 3 perfect spawns here, I know Monch is going to I hope Monch goes for the out of bounds, but I haven't seen Monch really complete a lot of those in my lifetime. I've seen him do them. I haven't seen him do them a lot. So we'll see how this works out.
Yeah,
As he's lining it up.
this is a
This is
very,
a
very close race
yeah.
now. It's come back much closer than I think we might have anticipated. Monch through
Oh,
first time though.
perfect.
Okay, now this is the important bit though. This is the important bit. As he
Did
listens
he?
to you,
Is he gonna listen? Yeah, has he listened to me? We shall see.
the
And
answer is
it
no.
doesn't
He's
look
not.
like it.
No,
It
he
doesn't look
doesn't.
like he listened to me. So honestly, it's not like I give out bad advice. And we are right back here. A perfect spawn for Jesse, but he misses his kicks, but that's okay. One more combo, and he shouldn't disappear through it. But he opts for wet balls, which is interesting.
That's
I will
fine as well.
say that.
Oh, another good spawn though.
Oh, Monch
And the
having
finish.
trouble.
Okay, right.
Jesse on the same level.
Here it is. The record.
Like, this is a crazy, dude. I will say that Jesse, I've taught Jesse this skip as well, as Monch is going for the no skip version. So this could be where Jesse, if he can pull this off, this could be where Jesse takes the lead. And I'm gonna freak out.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's
Okay.
opting for the no skip. Look, okay, so that's actually a really good decision here. That's a really good decision because if you can't nail the skip, it does push you back, right? So all he has to do is worry about execution as of now.
Yeah,
So
literally like seconds behind Monch as well at this point, so not even that bad that he's opted for this route.
I honestly think what you said in the beginning has come true. The missed skips are probably starting to get to Jesse's head here. And we are getting, we're getting that, right? Where he's not as confident with the harder skips, which is unfortunate.
Okay.
And Monch is through elevator. We didn't comment on it, but Monch is through elevator, and honestly, that was beautiful.
Yeah, really nice, really nice. Goes all the way to the bottom floor. Looks like Jesse, I imagine, will attempt the same here. He's quite high up, but I think he should be fine still. Yep, is.
There we go.
Out of bounds. Will fall all the way to the bottom floor. Back in bounds and hit that button. Right.
Wow,
On to the next level.
they are on pace. Like, not on pace for anything except for who's gonna win this. They are together, and that was the oh my god! For anybody who doesn't know, if you hit inside those presses, you're dead. So that was the most riskiest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. As Monch is through, he might have to do a zip up here,
no,
but
okay, nice.
that was a good recovery. Honestly, sometimes you crawl back in bounds there, and it's just really scary. So, all right, and Monch coming into basement. This could be a game changer right here, depending on who hits basement skip or if they both do, as Jesse's having a little trouble getting out, but there we go.
Okay, nice.
As Monch is lining up, it does look clean. Here we go. Oh, a little bit of hang time there as we see Monch is standing on the fire pit. Is he going to get the swing?
Lining himself up.
And he does.
Get. And now just needs to close it out. Not zip too early. Should be there now. Perfect.
There we
and
go.
Now just needs to execute this last jump, which is a bit scary because of that stupid little bit of wall. Look, there we go. We've just seen it.
Jesse with it as well. There we go with
Okay.
Monch. And Jesse lining it up just like I taught him. By the way, if you're wondering why he doesn't use the wall, dude, I was just talking you up, man. Don't make me have a commentator's curse too. I was just talking about the strat that I taught him of just YOLOing it, and it seems to be working for him whenever he goes for basement, but unfortunate. As we get first-person shooter mode for Monch here.
Yeah, Monch decently in the lead now as a result of that. Jesse, oh man, I think he had a really good little swing there, that second swing, but just not being able to find a zip to confirm it, get himself back in bounds. Really, really unfortunate, but Jesse, not letting that deter him. He will go for it again. Round the building.
Honestly, for people, no, that's a bad swing, but that actually might do. Oh, nope, it does not. So he's gonna have to go for backup here, which is hopefully he tries the kid mode strat, and I'm hoping. But we can all say hi to Mike. Everybody, wave hi to Mike. This is unfortunate because I have that comic by the way, but this was a very this was a very close up to this point. Now we could still have Monch fail warehouse. This is a big component here.
It's true. I think that symbiote's going to be in the way now.
Yeah,
I think he's going to have to go for the non-cutscene skip version of the end of this level. In the meantime,
look, it's
Monch
fine,
outbounds.
man. Monch lining himself up. It does look like a good jump. He might be a little too far to the right, but I can never judge on emulator. and we shall see.
No, I think he's
And he's
missed
too
it.
far to the right. He's too far to the right.
Wow, okay.
At least we get some hey mics from the chat. And as Jesse's going into my favorite level for Mysterio, we're gonna see another warehouse from Monch. Now the thing is that if he fails it again, this could be closer than we think. Well, honestly, than we're thinking.
Yeah, and you've got to think as well. I don't know if he will, but if Monch doesn't get this again, like, does he then just opt for no skips, which obviously puts him like quite far behind. If then Jesse does go for the skips,
He's juggling. He might be too far to the right again. I don't know because the jump's diagonal. He might actually have this one.
Diagonal jump. Okay, he's in. He's in.
Okay, cool. He did have a diagonal jump, which probably saved him, to be honest, right there. So, as we get into Burke's home, underwater trench. Whenever people were talking about there's no skip here, there is for comics, but not for this. So,
such a crazy like skip as well. It just makes no sense that like you can just do that. But well played, I guess.
If anybody wants to know what we're talking about, go watch Soda's last race. As another, I have that comment. As I have another, I have that comment coming from Jesse. But we are honestly ending the. We're nearing the end here, and I will say this: that it could come down to a one cycle, depending on how things shape up. We could get a crash from Monch. We know that happens now.
Oh,
we do know that crashes happen now. So I don't know what's going to happen, but Monch getting confused a little bit on the lasers. That scared the crap out of me as Jesse's lined up honestly perfectly for if you're playing on console.
So, spot on here. If he falls here, should fall straight into the loading zone and does.
And he did.
And we'll move on. So again, just a level separating the two players at the minute. We'll see Monch. I'm pretty sure we'll go for this despite, I don't know, I feel like that's just going to make everyone nervous now going forward. What we just witnessed in this previous stream. We'll see. It does like he is picking up the web catchers there. So
look, it is a YOLO. Let's talk about it. Like if it is a consistent crash, because it's happened to me, it's happened to you. If it is a consistent crash, then we might actually see this become the new YOLO strat, right? So, and there's one, and there's two, and how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? And that's three. So. If you got if you have the count with us, then you were able to count along. I'm proud of you guys. Jesse's got one more little part of this lasers to go through, and then we're probably going to see the same thing, to be honest.
Yeah, we shall see. Monch now heading into the final three bosses of the game. Only real time save you can make here is the Dr. Octopus one cycle, of course, and then potentially, if you want to go for the new strat with Carnage, there is that in the back pocket as well. But we shall see. Not too much time otherwise to save.
While we got stopping the fog going and Ock going before the one cycle attempt, I will say that I was reading chat whenever I was doing Carnage, and they were like, "Oh, Will did it on accident." Like, absolutely not. I lined him up wrong, so I did the new strat. Like, y'all think I don't know the new strat? Like, come on.
Absolutely.
I may go for old strats, but that's just fundamentals. All right, so we got one from Jesse. Two from Jesse, and then a third, and let's close that out. They both love to live dangerously, and this is the last switch for Monch. This is the deciding factor right here.
No, that's not Decides
to go through it with the attack animation. Yep, and unfortunately, will he even get some hits off? All right, decides to get him down to half health. This is actually huge. This could tie it up. If Jesse hits this. If Jesse hits this, this ties the game. There is the chance that Monch goes for the new Carnage, right? Which could speed this up.
For sure.
But that's the thing of like, we are looking at it now becoming close again.
As has been the case, it seems like this entire race, it's been crazy. So Jesse, realistically, it's been an absolute battle between both runners, and they may not even know it. I don't know how much. I know Monch occasionally appearing in the chat. I don't know how much attention he is paying to his opponent, and then vice versa for Jesse as well. But yeah, it's been a real
far
fight.
web balls. Oh my god! I thought he was not gonna hit that.
Yeah.
All right, so legit, we have one button left for Jesse, right? He's collecting web cartridges here because he's confident, right? I will say that like. We get this one cycle, we're good, right? Like, you do have the laugh animation.
Look at him waiting.
He's going to wait one more time. It's honestly better to wait than to mess up. No laugh there. We should be able to see one coming. Good dive
No.
kicks. Messes up the combo. Unfortunate.
Damn.
We are seeing
Damn.
Mach employ the new Carnage as well. So if anybody wanted to see the new Carnage better than how I did it, because I did it on not on accident, but I had to set it up my way, right? Then you're seeing it.
Well,
Team Carnage for yeah, it's look. We have seen people glitch out of Monster Rock, right?
that's the thing. That's literally, yeah. The barring any shenanigans now on Monster Rock, Monch should have this in the bag. But again, we shouldn't count anything out because anything can happen. Anything can happen in a race situation. So let's see now. Jesse about to get the final switch, finish off Dr. Octopus now. We'll then move on to Carnage and will then himself move on to the final chase. Gosh, got a bit scary then. He wasn't targeting.
Yeah, that targeting mode. Like, I don't understand. Look, Jesse's shaking his head, but he doesn't understand that he's been on a tear, catching back up, and just everything, right? Like having trouble with. He's gonna have to web him here. Having trouble with that dive kick, right?
Oh, still not close enough. Grab him, unfortunate. Okay, web again. Slow him down.
Yep, there we go.
Inside.
And,
perfect.
Yep, a good lineup too. That's actually a really good lineup. And Jesse's probably looking at the monitor right now if he does have the stream up. But I will say that honestly, for both of these competitors, for an elimination match, their nerves their nerves had to have been high, right? It's a high tense situation right here.
Yeah, let's not forget the loser of this one does get knocked out of the tournament, so you've got to. I'm sure that's been weighing on the minds as well.
Right, and it's one of those things of like, you know, Monch sitting here probably feeling really good about his run. The thing is like we're all competitors, right? So like we are gonna be unhappy with our runs no matter what, right? No matter what happens, we could get a world record. We could be like, oh, we could have done this better, right?
For sure.
So I will say that Jesse entering in Monster Rock as Monch is halfway done is not bad. Like that is still a close race. They both competitors messing up, but also keeping it very close, very entertaining.
Yeah, well played to both runners. Honestly, it's been a really, really entertaining race, regardless of the result. Crazy performance from both players. Unfortunate performances from both players in some situations as well. I mean, yeah, just what a race. It's unfortunate that it has gone this way and that Jesse, it does look like, will be leaving this tournament in the losers 8th portion of the bracket. Oh my days.
Whoa! Oh. No, don't restart. You're good.
Okay,
oh my god. Oh, please somebody clip that. Holy.
The pause buffer to make sure he's not pressing the wrong buttons. Excellent bit of skill.
Man.
Wow.
This boy, whenever they were saying he likes to live dangerously, that's crazy. But Mach coming up with a 37-21 right on the dot. And honestly, good. Like you could tell that the nerves were getting to both of them. But honestly, it was still a good race from both. As Jesse is, you know, about a quarter of the way through odd.
Yeah.
And honestly, if we can get some GGs. Monch also saying that zip saved my butt. I don't know if we missed a zip from Monch.
Gosh, what a crazy level. Like this whole thing, crazy the whole way around. What a crazy race.
I mean, honestly, dude, like the zips have saved both of them. We've had the lead change more than I thought it would, to be honest. And, you know, I'm just honestly proud of both of them. They really pushed through and persevered through all of the mishaps.
Hell yeah.
So,
and let's not forget as well, Jesse going into this as the newest runner in the tournament, in the entire thing, if you don't count Crypto coming in after a long hiatus. What a performance he's put in, and what like a great improvement that we've seen over the course of this tournament, of his runs, just in general. Jesse should be absolutely very, very proud of the times that he's put in, the races that he's ran, and just the sheer amount of improvement that he's had over the course of these couple of weeks.
And just honestly being able to make us sweat, right? Like,
absolutely.
As soon as I saw he got the 35, I immediately started sweating for our rematch, right? Like, it's one of those things of like him being able to keep up, do skips that not even, you know, some seasoned runners can do. Really do make it like, you know what I mean? Really do make it a challenge. As Stop Jesse could say, honestly, probably a 39 depending on the start. but we'll call it a 39, for convenience sake. But yeah, Jesse with a 39, Moss with a 37, and that's a GG.
Indeed. GG's for all runners. Unfortunately, this will be the end of Stop Jesse's current tournament run, but gosh, what a crazy race. And we'll speak to them both now as we've got Jesse here. Jesse, commiserations, my friend. Unfortunately, taking second in this race. But, I mean, just tell us initial thoughts. How do you feel?
Kind of pissed off. I think I'm mostly pissed off on what was it, tunnel crawl when I fell into the water,
Right at
even
the
though
end,
I
yeah,
was
damn.
out of bounds. But oh well.
I don't know if you were watching. Were you watching the stream?
No, I wasn't.
Dude, whenever you got to tunnel crawl, Monch had failed tunnel crawl twice, and if you would have just hit it, it was an immediate lead swap.
Yeah,
So,
Mm.
but that's the
really
thing
unlucky.
is tunnel crawl giveth and tunnel crawl taketh away. As we have Monch joining us, I do want to ask
Yeah.
Jesse one question first. Jesse, man, like I want to tell you first off that no matter what, you raced your heart out and you kept it close, and that's what matters. I just want to know, was it the pressure of this being an elimination match, or was it the fact that whenever those first few skips didn't go your way, did it affect your mental throughout the rest of the match?
Honestly, I'll keep it real with you. My hands are just freaking cold, so it felt so weird while I was trying to play. So it was just like I'm still in a warm up phase, but my hands are cold. So I felt like maybe it was the pressure. Maybe it's the pressure that kind of kept my hands cold in a way.
Yeah,
But either way, oh well. I tried my best. I made it this far.
we were just talking
Mr.
about how you
Monch,
put pressure on all of us. You do put pressure on us. That's the thing, is you keep it close and you put pressure on us. Being the newest runner here, you honestly did way better than probably even you expected.
yeah.
So, but we got to swap over to Monch, and I know Spyron has some questions. I know.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, Monch, first of all, tell us how you feel. I know obviously wasn't, I imagine, the run that you wanted. There are a few mistakes in there that I'm sure you wanted to avoid. But overall, just give me initial thoughts, I guess, on the run and how you felt.
Yeah, I mean, let it be said that I certainly felt the pressure from Jesse. I mean, the bro has been calling me out quite a few times by now, so I was quite nervous going to this race, to be honest. And I think it showed on my run. I made a few mistakes. Particularly tunnel crawl was kind of hurtful. I mean, I died right at the end, so yeah. For the most part, well, I tried to do my best, even with the stuff that the game was giving me, like Jonah, for example, going straight for the door almost. I managed to get through that, but yeah, sometimes you just don't get the skips the way you want.
Yeah, my question is going to be the same as what I asked Jesse. Was that the beginning whenever you were missing your skips? Like whenever you started out, hostage not going your way, a little bit of bomb clip, right? Like just Jonah running to the wrong spots. Was that starting to affect you mentally running through it?
I mean, the first couple of stuff didn't really affect me that much. I mean, hostage was kind of bad for the moment, but since it's the only skip in that half of the game, it didn't translate to the rest. But when I failed tunnel crawl, that really did get to me. So yeah, from then on, I started missing the other stuff. And
Right.
well, of course, at team builds, I started hearing your voice again in my head.
Trust me, Spire made a comment about it.
I can already hear you, man. So yeah.
But yeah, no. Honestly, since this is an elimination match, do you guys have anything to say to each other?
Oh, great race, actually.
I'll be back. That's
Oh,
all I'll
yeah.
tell you, Mr. Monch.
I trust it.
I will be back. Yes, I took the L on this one, but I'll be back. Now I hope Chuck wins against Zoe, so Chuck could kick your ass. You hear that, Chuck? I hope you're in the chat, but Chuck, you better beat Zoe and beat Mr. Monch. That's what I expect from you.
Damn.
That's what I'm talking about. Monch, do you have anything to say to Jesse?
I mean, well, I'm kind of scared right now.
Dude, scared that you're gonna show up.
Community on me.
But good races between both of y'all. Spire, do you have anything to add?
I guess only thing to say at this point, yeah, is just a fantastic effort overall from you, Jesse, as we kind of say goodbye to you in this tournament. I'm sure you'll be joining us back on the commentary desk potentially as the races do continue. But yeah, just we were saying at the end of the run, just what a insane transformation and the progress that you've made from the very start a couple of months ago, starting this game, running it for the first time, to where you are now, putting in like your PBs down at like 35 at the minute, which is insane, like considering the progress and things that you've made, considering as well that you started on a completely different category and you came in only really started doing this more recently, this any percent category. So yeah, just want to give a massive shout out to Jesse and everyone. Hopefully I'm sure feels the same, just to say really well done on everything that we've seen from
Definitely.
you so far.
Absolutely.
I can tell you, we're all proud of you. No matter the placement, no matter what you rate, like we're all proud of you. We're proud of you for entering this tournament, and we're proud of you for how you progressed. Like you've been a great for the community and great for the tournament. And honestly, I can't wait to have my hype man back on commentary.
Yeah. And I can't wait for the Peter Parker Challenge tournament coming next year that I'm sure you're running.
Actually, I do want to say something. Peter Parker tournament is going to be pushed to August of this
right,
year.
Oh, hey, there it is. And hopefully you'll be participating in the no skips tournament that I have in June. So
I will. I'll be there.
let's
Nice.
go.
Lovely. Right. I think that wraps us up very nicely then. A potential tease for the future. And we'll just see, yeah, where we go from there. So again, thank you everyone who has tuned in so far.
Shout out to Crypto.
Shout out to Crypto, of course, for putting on this tournament. Wouldn't be possible without him. So a big thank you to Crypto. I'm sure we will be back very soon. I'm not sure. I don't think we've got any. Or the only other race that we've got scheduled, I can confirm, I believe there is one on Monday. So keep an eye out for Monday for a stream, roughly maybe about the same time. Again, I can't quite remember the time that was agreed on between Zoe and Chuck. I believe that is happening Monday.
I was about to say I can check it right now if I need to.
Perfect.
Let's see. Looks like I lost my place, so I can't check it right now. Cool. Looks like I immediately lost my place on where it is, and I can't click on external
Monday,
links.
4 p.m. EST. I found it. There we go. So Monday, 4 p.m. EST, we will be back with Zoe versus Chuck. In the meantime, everyone, please stay safe, take care, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
See you, everyone. Bye-bye.